Viktor, I'm going to speak in English because the Portuguese I know that is improving.
Yeah.
But
it's coming.
It's not worth it to speak in Portuguese.
Maybe
yet.
it's a bit easier in English still.
But how is the Portuguese for now? Your Portuguese is
It's okay.
average.
Yeah,
okay.
average bad.
Average. Average bad. Okay.
You have worse in the team.
I had one in Swedish that was like for us to be ready. Listen, jagar förberedd.
I'm prepared.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Yeah.
You are prepared for the interview?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's start with this. First of all, thank you for this chance to speak with you. This is the spot that every Sportingista wanted, because to talk with you and to ask you questions. Normally I start with some words about sporting and everything, but for you I have a sentence that I think it's very familiar to you, that is, no one cared who I was until I put on the mask. You already put it around 70 times in Sporting. Now they care?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I got a question in an interview a couple of months ago where, they apparently didn't know who I was. So yeah, for me that's a little bit irrelevant. It's just most important that we win games and we enjoy playing together. So yeah, that's my aim goal.
Yeah, do you see yourself as a villain for the defenders or a hero for the Sportingistas and for your team?
No, the most important is the second part, that the Sporting fans think I'm doing a good job on the pitch, and the team as well. So that's the most important.
Before speaking about Sporting, let me talk about this sentence, because it was what you wrote in the Instagram, the post of the last game of the season. It's related with the mask that everyone speaks about of our celebration. Do you consider that this influence is getting completely crazy about the mask? Because Giannis Antetokounmpo did it, models of Victoria's Secret, players around the world, NBA players, WWE players. What else?
I don't know. I don't know if any. Of course, more people can do it, but it's very, very nice to see, and it's fun that it got such a big record. Something that apparently some people enjoy, and that's fun that. You can do something like that.
Did you ever imagine that could get this higher?
No, it was not my intention from the start. It was just, I just felt that it needed a celebration, and there was not the big plan to get it like this. But of course, it's very fun to see.
There was someone that did it, the mask, that you were like amazed by him doing, or is like?
No.
It's normal. Everyone that does, you saw, but it's normal for you.
It's a bit crazy to see, but as I said, it's just fun, and we have a laugh about it, and nothing more. It's not so serious if other people do it or not. For me.
Now let's do a trip for traveling time to July of the last year. You said in the first interview that you want to make an impact in Sporting, because in that time you know that the Sporting has a lot of history.
A lot of big players have played here before, and they produce a lot of good players, and there's a lot of history in the club. So it was when I heard they were interested, it was easy choice in the end, I think, when I got the chance to go here.
Now it passed like 1 year and a half. We are at our stadium. How can you describe this family that is Sporting?
No, it's very. You feel at home. It feels like it was very easy to come into the family, and it's just a place where you feel at home.
In July of 2023, what Sporting did you find, and what surprised you the most in this club and in the family that is the team? Because I know that you have the power of friendship between you, all the team. What group did you find in that time?
No, it was a group that was very easy to become teammates with, to become friends also. So yeah, it didn't take so much time to adapt to that. And yeah, when you look back, it feels like already in the first months you were doing things outside the pitch also with the guys in the team. So yeah, I think that's a very important part to also play good when you're playing together, to have that connection outside as well. So you want to do well together and you help each other both on and off the pitch. So yeah, that's a very important part, and yeah, I felt that was like that from the first day.
You already understood that this club and these fans are different from everyone else, that these fans know that Sporting is like part of the blood of each one of the fans?
Yeah, of course you have to be here. I think it's easier to understand, but yeah, of course when it was starting to be rumors about me coming here, you could see it a lot on social medias, yeah. But then, yeah, you understand more and more when you are here and you're living it every day. I've definitely felt it, and yeah, it's something that should remain like that forever, I think.
And they created a music about you. I know that you know the music. It's good for you to have that type of recognition by the fans, because I think from the older ones to the younger ones, everyone say that you are one of the best players that passed in Sporting, and probably the biggest striker that passed in the history of Sporting, and you are here just 1 year and a half, so it's big, it's big.
Yeah, it's crazy, like you say. It's a bit hard to realize when you're like playing almost all the time and training almost every day, and you're so into the next game or the next training, and yeah, taking care of those bits. So yeah, sometimes it's difficult to understand what you've done with the team, and yeah, like you say, it's amazing and a big honor to get those kind of words from other people that support Sporting.
And the legacy that was passed to you was by one of the biggest persons and players in the history of Sporting. That was Manuel Fernandes, that liked a lot of you and made you a lot of compliments. For you, it was good to say goodbye and farewell to a person like him, being a champion and being the top scorer of Portugal and one of the biggest top scorers in Europe.
Yeah, of course. It was someone that I met a few times, and like you say, he liked me, I think. So yeah, it was of course nice to talk with him and see what he had to say about his time here, and then yeah, it was nice to give him the championship, of course. I went to the hospital where he were with the trophy, so I think that was a nice gesture that he really enjoyed. So yeah, it was nice to see him there with a trophy.
Of course. Now, speaking about you and doing a bridge in the time between the day that you arrived and the day that you are now, how have you grown up as a player in Sporting, and what impacted Sporting and of course the coaches made in your role in the game? Did you felt that you getting more a player evaluate even more day by day?
Yeah, of course. When you play so many games, especially on a high level as well, with very good players. Of course, if you do things right, you develop, and I felt that I've really done that my time being here, and I want to keep going on that path. And yeah, it's been amazing so far, and I think it's been a lot of things outside football that you have adapt to also. That's maybe been a bit more challenging sometimes, but yeah, it's part of football, and yeah, I'm fine with that. So yeah, it's been very, very fun so far.
Around 70 goals and almost goals as matches in your career at Sporting. Best player of the year in Sweden, best player in Portugal, top scorer in Portugal, playing Europa League and Champions League. The level is very high too. If it's perfect, it's near to perfect, or in your mentality, it's getting stronger every day, you in this type of tasks that you do in sporting?
I mean, of course, it's amazing to get a lot of awards and
Recognition.
Yeah, recognition from others, but yeah, like I said before, you can't just stop doing the things you want to do, and you want to keep going because we're in the middle of the season, and we have so much to play for. So you put a lot of focus into that, and it's of course great sometimes to just take a break and enjoy what you have done, but you still have things that you still want to do and still want to achieve. So it's mainly that's on my mind at the moment. But of course, it's also great when you're speaking about those things.
I have one curiosity that is my part. How the hell you run at 25 minutes in the last match? How the hell did you run all the pitch in high speed? How is it even possible for a human being to run in that speed in that part of the match? It's for us, and I think I speak for every sporting. It was incredible for you. How can you do that? It's natural from you. It's the way that you train to prepare for the match.
Yeah, I think it's if you do something a lot of times, it's getting easier after a while. So, I think I've done a few sprints on this pitch in these games I played, and then, there in the end, I think it's more about what's in your head and what's your mentality. If you think you can do it, I think it's much easier to do it, and you don't think about how much you played or how much you ran before. I think it's just, if you really want to do that meters on the pitch, you can do it. But of course, sometimes it's more difficult depending on how you're feeling in the body. And then, if you scored a goal or two, it's a lot easier.
But you are never happy because you scored a hat-trick against City and a poker against Estrela da Amadora. And even if you fail a pass, you are always trying to improve and never fully happy for what's happening in the pitch. It's a mentality. It's a mentality.
I don't know. I try to be happy with my performances if I'm performing well, of course. But sometimes you think about other stuff that you do in a game, and maybe you're thinking that you should have done a couple of things better. But as long as we win, and of course it's a bonus if I score, I'm always happy in the end. Maybe I don't show it all the time, but when we're done with the game, it's something I'm very happy about. And sometimes it can also be that you're very exhausted mentally also and physically, combination of that after a game. So you're just happy more than you're maybe showing it with a lot of emotions. But you can also do that sometimes, of course. But as long as you win.
Viktor, I'm always speaking about the matches before and after the match, analyzing everything, but the Sportingistas doesn't want for me to speak about this season. They want you to speak about what's the rest of the season. I don't want to say what can you promise, because the promises go to the air, but what can you say to the Sportingistas for what's missing in this season that will be a marathon and will be very long until the end?
That we are still in all competitions. We're in a good place in the league, in Champions League. Even though we've been in a better position, that we're still to play for everything in every competition. So I think it's a lot of things to be excited about, and a lot of fun games still to play. We just try to keep going like that, and to stay in all competitions as far as we can. And of course we want to win as many trophies that we can possibly do this year.
Last two questions. The first one, we are near to the midnight on the New Year's evening, and everyone asks for wishes. At Sporting, what's going to be your first wish about football and about Sporting at midnight?
My biggest wish?
About Sporting and football.
No, it definitely should be that we're winning the championship again. I think that's the biggest wish. And then I wouldn't mind adding a few more trophies to that also.
I'm going to wish the same, so,
yeah.
so it's good. The last one. I never saw so many kids doing some celebration like they did yours. I never saw so many shirts with your name. You go around the stadium in game day and we saw a lot of people, younger ones, older ones, players from the youth with your shirts. Your impact is crazy in Sporting. What is the impact of Sporting in you, Viktor?
Yeah, it's hard to describe because it's like...
It's more a feeling.
Yeah, it's more a feeling, and you get very happy when you see those kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm also just a person also, so sometimes it's hard for me also to take in those kind of things because it's can be a lot sometimes. Even though it's a lot of positive things, it's it's just amazing, and yeah, of course, it's made me. I hope into a better person, and yeah, I think I've grown a lot since I arrived here.
Viktor, obrigado.
Obrigado.